Hi, this is Michael DeSalvo from Fukushima Preparedness. I wanted to make this brief video about the ongoing nuclear disaster in Fukushima, how it's impacting us. Specifically, a radioactive plume is scheduled to reach U.S. waters by this month from Fukushima. So, to start off with, we know there was a tsunami and earthquake in March of 2011 that was supposedly strong enough to wreak havoc with those nuclear reactors. There are some people with conspiracy theories who believe that the Japanese plant was sabotaged. But either way, there were 3 nuclear reactors that did melt down in Fukushima. A 4th one exploded, sending radioactive particles into the atmosphere. Now, North America's radiation levels have definitely increased since then. In milk, for example, looking at Hawaii, it became over 1,000% more radioactive than the EPA safety standards allowed. The Japanese themselves have been giving boron to their cows to try to lessen that, which has been up to 2,400% more than the safety standards allow. The plume from Fukushima is admitted by NBC to reach us by this month. But we can see problems in the sea in general. First of all, there was the 200 whale caught near Baja, California, that looked to be a mutation from Fukushima. And within a few short months, our exposure to the radioactive material that has drifted into our atmosphere, we also saw a dramatic rise in stillbirths and miscarriages, specifically in the Pacific Northwest. Stillbirths and miscarriages were 35% more than the normal rate. Our own firstborn son died during that time. He actually died before he was delivered. Fukushima may have been related, we're not sure. An average of 300 tons of radioactive waste a day has been pouring into the Pacific Ocean. We know there's been 60 to 600 pounds of plutonium that have been released from those sites. And in the last 4 years, scientists do admit that the amount of dead sea organisms on the ocean floor near California has risen from 1% to 98%, a 9,800% increase. Now, TEPCO officials have also admitted they are going to actively start pumping contaminated water into the ocean in May 2014. Previously, the water was only leaking in an uncontrolled manner. Simply speaking, they've run out of storage tanks and room to store this radioactive material, and that's why they resorted to the plastic bags and baby wipes to try to clean up the mess. So our best hopes are that the site could be contained in 40 years, according to the Wall Street Journal. Bioaccumulation, unfortunately, has already caused rain levels to be hundreds of times above normal here, and obviously in milk and meat, radiation levels have increased greatly as well. There have been mutations. We can see here in flowers, and this rose, I believe, from California. You can see the double blossom here. And then these other flowers from Michigan on the Prison Planet Forum, dozens of pictures there. You can see more mutations. Now, the scariest part of this is how it's impacting children. Now, this picture is actually from Fallujah, Iraq, where we've used depleted uranium on the Iraqi people in our wars. And there's dozens of pictures of babies online with these pretty grotesque deformities. So, what do we do here? Well, there's several ways we can be contaminated with radiation, but primarily through breathing and especially through ingestion, through food and water that we eat. Is there hope then? Absolutely. What we can do is take steps. Don't be like a deer caught in headlights. There are radioactive protective foods that are out there that you can use to protect your family. So though it's not super easy, there are other strategies that can help you. I've created a free ebook called Foods Against Radiation that has many powerful strategies and can help keep you and your family safe. It'll be available until June. Now, before you go, I want something small from each listener here today. Please contact your electric provider and ask if you can switch to a plan that does not use nuclear energy. If not, see if you can change electric providers. If you use an internet search for your city and provider, you can find out. I know North American Power calls nuclear energy green energy, and that's a common trick of the quote-unquote green movement. Obviously, plutonium is not safe whatsoever, so just because it doesn't emit carbon dioxide doesn't mean it's good or bad. So just please ask specifically if they're giving you nuclear energy as part of their plan. Thousands of tons of plutonium and other nuclear waste could be the end of this planet sooner than later if we don't do something about it. I'd like to thank you all for your time. It's taken real courage to confront the truth for us, and those who should have been protecting us have really been lying to us. Many people are scared right now, but take some concrete action, make every day count. Accept my free ebook at the link below. It will be up, so subscribe or favorite in case you need to come back. One last deep question. Does it matter? All of us are going to die one day. These types of terrible accidents help us think about some deeper questions in life. Is there a God? Should we try to have some sort of relationship with him? Should we even investigate the question at all? I know some atheists are listening to this right now, but sometimes we have to ask some deeper questions and ask if there's real proof that any of this really matters. So please help others too in the Fukushima Preparedness Forum on Facebook. I appreciate your feedback. I put some links to the references below as well as the link to the ebook, and I hope to hear from you all soon. Be careful out there. Take care. God bless.